Okay, my name's Mooney Eldridge. I'm the president of the Professional Tattooing Association of Australia. I'm a tattoo artist with over 15 years professional experience. Have a couple of studios out in Western Sydney, Crossbones Gallery, Gorilla Art Society, and Death or Glory Tattoo in St Mary's as well. Have a really good crew of artists and everything. And yeah, we're here at the Sydney Tattoo Convention today. Last day, it's been a big weekend and a really inspiring and fun time.
And tell us a bit about why you're here.
Okay, today and all weekend, I'm representing the Tattoo Association, the PTAA. It's the longest serving tattoo association in Australia. Started in the early 80s. All the pioneers of the Australian tattoo industry have been involved. Basically, we're an association that supports tattooists, represents the industry when necessary to government, health department. We're not into making regulations or rules. However, we are into making them work and be beneficial for tattooers. We get together. We have tattoo shows, conventions. We meet up. We share techniques. We talk about modern regulation. We talk about new products. We encourage our younger members to sort of come up and give the craft a little bit of respect and preserve the history of Australian tattooing.
And can you go in depth with some of the benefits of what you're doing?
Okay. Basically, there's a lot of things that we do. For example, when health department developed the skin penetration guidelines in most of the states in Australia, the association was involved, not in the creation of them, but in the refining and the improvement of them to make it workable for artists in their studios. Same thing, like in South Australia, we've had silly things like a tattoo cooling off period come in where you had to book, pay and choose your design and then wait 72 hours before getting it applied. We've in conjunction with Mick from ProTat and the PTAA, we've sort of legally represented that and got that shut down. Even during COVID and the shutdowns like that, the association was working on ways, contacting politicians, government and whatnot to try to get us back to work as quick as possible. So we had to develop basically a plan for safe work and keeping room between and minimising client contact and all that kind of infection control stuff. So yeah, behind the scenes we do a lot of work. It's important that tattooists get on board and support an industry association or body because when we're called to represent with government, the more the merrier. The more numbers we have, the more power the industry has, and it's also a great way to meet other artists from all around Australia and the world, have something in common, and sort of network and do what we do. We all love tattooing, and that's it.
And talking a bit more about yourself as an artist, what is the style of tattoos that you do?
I do a bit of everything. I prefer black and grey sort of horror or fantasy sort of style work. But I've sort of come up through a couple of street shops doing everything: lettering, armbands, tribal, memorial tattoos, religious tattoos. I've actually done everything you can imagine. But I sort of prefer that dark horror fantasy imagery. Yeah.
And what's your favourite thing about working with a client?
Probably the diversity of clients is very interesting. And what happens is over time you build a relationship with the clients. It's not just tattooing can be a one-time thing, but return customers, long-term clients, they generally turn out to be friends and you really get to know each other. You spend a lot of time together and it's up close and personal. And I guess you can say tattooers are like, the hairdressers of an alternate world, and you talk a lot and it's quite therapeutic, let's just say, for some people. People really open up and you get a strong bond, I think. And you know, that's mentally and the physical, like the application of the tattoo, the pain, the discomfort, all that. You actually end up building a pretty good relationship.
And do you have a favorite tattoo you can show us?
Myself, well, as an easy one, this is by a friend of mine, Claire, originally from UK. She's up at Lennox Head. Lovely girl and a fantastic artist in her own right. Also paints. She's got a studio up there, and yeah, that's one of my favourites.
Okay, well, thank you.